Hello again, everyone. How are we all doing? Welcome back. How's your weekend been? How's everyone's life going? It's our final game of the day. We've done two fantastic games today already. This is our third final watch-along of the day, and our last watch-along before a big international break. Real Madrid against Atletico Madrid. Last, but by certainly no means least. It's a massive game in the Madrid derby, this one, and it should be a really entertaining one. Listen, whenever these two play, usually there's fireworks. The last time it's been high scoring, it's been both teams to score. There's usually been sendings off. I think the last time we had a 0-0 in this one was 7 years ago. 7 years ago. The last time it was a dull, drab 0-0. And even that one, I think, had sendings off. So, yeah, it's usually feisty. It's usually fiery. It was 5-2 the last time Atletico Madrid... Oh, no, sorry, it was 2-1, wasn't it, to Madrid last time they played in January, and it was 5-2 to Atleti when they played back in September. Yeah, 5-2 to Atletico Madrid in September when they met at the Wanda Metropolitano, and Madrid beat them 2-1 in the Spanish Super Cup semi-finals when it was out in Saudi Arabia. We watched the final of that, of course. So, Real Madrid v Atleti, always an interesting game, always a really, really good one. And this one tonight is going to be no different. Real Madrid, of course, are hoping to keep the pace with Barcelona. They have played a game less than Barca. Barca won earlier today against Rayo Vallecano, and they are currently 7 points clear of Madrid at the top. 7 points clear. Madrid need to win. I don't think anything less than a win is a massive disappointment for Madrid tonight, and it really does just kind of put everything, but it puts it totally in Barca's hands. I mean, they have to win tonight, Madrid, just to get it back down to a respectable 4 points. And then obviously they play Barcelona, don't they? Real Madrid have still got to play Barcelona between now and the end of the season. That's at the Nou Camp, of course. So that might be a big fixture as well. I'm sure we'll do that one on the 10th of May. So I'll be doing that, of course. But Real Madrid against Atleti, the lineups are in. It is live, if you're watching with me, by the way, on Premier Sports. So you can watch it on Amazon Prime if you've got a Fire Stick, or if you've got a Virgin. You can watch it on Virgin as well if you've got the Amazon Prime app on your Virgin app or Sky app or whatever you've got, but you just need Premier Sports, which you get through Amazon Prime. So that's where you're watching it tonight. The lineups are in. Lunin starts in goal for Madrid. It's Carvajal, no Trent. Carvajal, Rudiger, Hyson and Garcia at the back. Valverde, Pitark, Tchouaméni and Güler in midfield. And then it's Diaz and Vinicius Jr. Probably Vinny, Diaz and Güler as the front three, isn't it? Valverde, Pitark and Tchouaméni as a midfield three. It's not going to be the 4-4-2 like they've got it set up here. For Atleti, they've got Musso in goal, Ruggeri, Lenormand, Hansko and Llorente at the back. Lookman starts with Cardoso, Koke and Simeone. And then it's Alvarez and Griezmann leading the line. Huge attackers on display. Great attack on display. Alvarez, Griezmann, Lookman, lots of pace. Vinicius Jr., Diaz, Güler. Not a bad attack, to be honest, for Atleti. Oh, sorry, not a bad attack for Real Madrid. But no Mbappe tonight. Real Madrid have got Mbappe on the bench. They've got Bellingham, Trent, Camavinga on the bench. Mastantuono on the bench. Alaba, of course. For Atleti, they've got Almada, Vargas, Soloth, Molina, Longley, Jimenez, Gonzalez, Baena as well, of course. Thiago Almada could maybe come on and influence things as well. So, but still, again, quite a few players missing. But yeah, Atletico Madrid, speaking about them, we've already talked quite a bit about Real Madrid. Atleti comfortably secured Champions League football pretty much already. They're 13 points ahead of Betis. They are a point behind Villarreal and 9 points behind Real Madrid. Maybe, if 9 points becomes 6 tonight, if they were to win at the Bernabéu, could Atleti maybe turn it round? Could they maybe finish ahead of their great rivals. Possibly. Who knows? Right. Sorry, I'm not ignoring the chat. I can see you. We will talk football. We've got 3 minutes until this comes on the telly. It starts at 7:55. The game kicks off at 8. But you can actually only watch the game from 7:55 on Premier Sports. Right, sorry. There you go. Mackenzie, hate Mac and Bar stewards. Saints to beat Arsenal in the FA Cup. Reggie, we love you. How's it going, Reggie? Good to see you. Why do we watch football, eh? It's great fun, isn't it, mate? It's great fun. Sarah, how's it going? Julius, lovely to see you. Not cutting my hair until Arsenal win a trophy. Creed, great to see you, man. I reckon you give Slot first couple of months of next season. If it's looking bleak, try and see if Alonso will come in. Listen, I am sure Alonso will come in. I don't want it to happen, but I'm sure inevitably it will. I have no doubt that the fans have already started to turn, and it's just frustrating to me. I think they're pointing the fingers at the wrong sort of people, but, you know, that's just how it is in football, sadly. It will kind of irk me, to be honest, to see Slot go, but I do think it's going to be Xabi Alonso who ends up coming in, sadly. Creed says, Key, I have you on camera saying if Slot goes before the end of the season, you'll shave your head bald. And I am a man of my word. Reggie says, Jake, I'm all right. Annoying result for Arsenal. Don't think we deserved anything. Hopefully, Arteta learns and has a more positive approach towards the other cup games. Yeah, he's got to do better, hasn't he? Mags get battered everywhere they go. Jake says, hey, Key, absolutely buzzing with that performance from City tonight. Hope you're well, mate. I'm good, mate. How are you? I am very good. Trent Troy, thoughts on the final today? I thought Kepa was abysmal. And Jake Pike O'Reilly at left back in the World Cup, mate. Yes, absolutely. R9 haircut. Get out of town. Get out of town. Right, watch live. Here we go. Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid. Live, buddy. Ryan says, hey, Key, hope you're good, mate. I'm very good, thank you, sir. How are you? Have you seen that as well that's going around on socials? I've posted it on my Twitter, on my X, if you want to go and check it out. It's Mikel Arteta recreated the iconic FIFA meme. Do you know from the FIFA menu where it's Arteta going like that? And it says quit next to him on the menu. He recreated that today. Sarah Hakey, I told you jinxed Arsenal by saying they'd win 2-0. Well, I got the scoreline right. I got the scoreline right. Anfield Vortex, how's it going, lads? And I don't give a flying toss. Yeah, right, Key, my dude. How's it going, lads? Gabe says, what do you think of the Seagulls at the moment? Doing very well, aren't they? Fair play to Brighton. Doing very well. Second form team in the league. Kean says, if Kepa doesn't make that mistake, I think Arsenal can get back into the game. Well, I mean, yeah. I was going to say, like, it's one of them that, like, if my grandma had wheels, she'd have been a bike sort of thing. But at the end of the day, he did make the mistake. Kepa did make the mistake. And he got it wrong, Arteta. He did get it wrong. I don't think necessarily it's all on Kepa. I don't understand why he picks Trossard over Martinelli. Everything about that lineup today was negative. Everything about that approach from Arteta today was negative. All of the response, all of the noise from Arsenal fans post-match has also been that. It hasn't it? That and this is why like I don't understand why like sorry. I don't understand and will never understand why Arsenal fans come for me after games when they are doing exactly the same things themselves now. Arsenal have been beaten a cup final. They're all saying the same thing. I can't believe we lost. I can't believe Arteta took this approach. I can't believe he's so negative. We lost that game because of Arteta's tactics. right, so you're Arsenal fans and you can see that. Why would it be so alarming or disconcerting to you that other fans can also see it all season, even when you win some games? And that's maybe why Arsenal are not the preferred side in the league. Jake says, who's that commentator who said, and it's live on every match, you've just acted like him? It was Martin Tyler. Yeah, Martin Tyler, that one. Claydon, how's it going, Claydon? Jord, Everton and United finishing above the red shite, and all he talks about is Arsenal. Oh no, I talk about we're doing in Real Madrid against Atletico Madrid right now. Like, I'll talk about anything you want to talk about. Anything you want to talk about. Zachary, who do you support, lad? I am a Liverpool fan, mate. But this is what we do on this channel, is we watch football every single day. Yeah, we win football every single... What? We win football. We watch football every single day on this channel. Real Madrid against Atletico Madrid right now. The Madrid derby, live on Premier Sports 1. Should be a fascinating game. Goodison Road says, never felt more like singing the blues. And Services, apparently I just checked the lineups. Oh, Rice. He did play. He did play today. MCFC says, did the Ballon d'Or winner Rice show up today? I couldn't see him on the pitch, did you? Apparently, Bukayo Saka is better than Neymar. We've been hearing that for a while. Bukayo Saka didn't turn up today, did he? Adam, why are you still live? Go to bed. I'm live, mate, because it's my third game today. I don't usually do 3 games in a day, but I felt like Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid warranted it. I felt like those 3 games, Newcastle, Sunderland, Arsenal, City, Real Madrid, Atleti, those 3 games deserved a 3-game stint. Creed, who's your favourite Spanish team, Key? My favourite Spanish team would have to be... it would have to be these man. These man right here would be my favourites. Real Betis. I am probably more of a Betis fan than anyone else. I've got Villarreal. I like Villarreal a lot, and obviously I like Malaga a lot. I kind of... Yeah. I spent a lot of time in Malaga when I was younger. So Malaga I like a lot. But I love Seville. Seville's my favourite place in the whole world, and Betis is my team because of that reason. Miss B says, why is everyone saying where was Saka? Like, yes, he was bad, but where was Haaland? Well, I mean, Haaland still made a nuisance of himself on his own up there, didn't he? Haaland was inches away from scoring the opening goal, and the ball falls to Nico O'Reilly just behind him. So, I mean, Haaland's movement caused Arsenal a lot of problems. Saka, I think, completed 0 dribbles today. Like, Saka was bad. Saka was really bad. Right. Adam says, I didn't believe it until now, but Spurs are going down. That performance was shambolic. Right, so let's get the timer going because we are off and underway here. We are off and underway at the Bernabéu. Diego Simeone and Real Madrid, they're just having a moment of silence for Silvino Loro, the goalkeeper, who was the former coach at Real Madrid. He was the coach for Jose Mourinho. He worked closely with Jose Mourinho when he was at Real Madrid, coach with Jose Mourinho at Manchester United, at Chelsea, and subsequently at Inter, at Benfica. A very, very well-respected coach. He has passed away at the age of 66, I believe, which is still very, very young. So, Silvino Loro passing away. Jose Mourinho was in tears on the touchline the other day. I think it was yesterday, wasn't it? Yesterday I'm sure it was, when Benfica had a moment's silence for him as well. But there you go. Real Madrid coach Silvino Loro passed away. God rest his soul. But here we go. The game is underway at the Bernabéu. Massive, massive game. The Madrid derby. Always action. Always intensity. Always loads of drama. Cards, red cards, bookings, fouls, controversy, late drama. I can't imagine this one's going to be dull and drab. It's going to be drama from the off. If you're excited for it, hit the like button, hit subscribe. We're live every day. Creed says Everton should be buzzing with just getting Conference League at the beginning of the season. I highly doubt that's the same for Liverpool. Listen, Liverpool are 100% getting the Champions League. I'm not worried about that. I'm really not worried about it. We will get the Champions League. Make no bones about it. We'll definitely get the Champions League. But yeah, Everton are having a good season. I'm not denying that. Everton are having a very good season as well. I still don't think they get Europe, but they are having a very good season. Switch of play from Madrid, and it might even go out for a corner here. Whoa, Rudiger just about keeping it in. Jodes, how's it going, Jodes? Good to see you. Darren, tough one to take, Key. Are you one of the Arsenal fans who are putting that... What are you apportioning the blame to today? There's a lot of Arsenal fans seem to be attacking Mikel Arteta, his tactics, his approach to the game, which is inevitably the thing that I've been having a pop at him at all season. And some would say it was unwarranted, but there's Arsenal fans who are really saying he's cost us that cup final today. How do you see it, mate? Joel says, very good. My rookie personal collection of cards has just skyrocketed in market. Nice. Enjoy. Darren says, we were crap. That's what's to blame. And AZ says, Arteta approach is not good. Goodison Road says, Sarah, Arsenal in your head rent-free. Why mention them? We was talking about Everton and Liverpool. Listen, you can say Everton have had a good season. I think Everton have had a good season. I just don't think you get Europe. That's all. Good old Nico O'Reilly. What a young player. What a fabulous young player Nico O'Reilly is. Having a fabulous time at the minute. Should be going to the World Cup with England as starting left back for me. Oh, it's wonderful play down the left-hand side. Into the area. Madrid claim for the penalty. Vinicius isn't having it. Edge of the box. Strike. Oh, big save from Russo. Oh, Real Madrid again. And good clearance away by Atleti. Proper big chance there straight away. Edge of the box. I think it was Valverde with the strike. And a massive save from the goalkeeper. Musso needed to make the save there. Darren says Arteta didn't scuff a 1v1 and hit the woodwork twice, to be fair. The better team won. That's fair. Easy, take it you're a Spurs or a City fan. I'm not, mate. I'm a Liverpool fan. No, I'm a Liverpool fan. Jake says if Everton get Europe, they'll probably get knocked out in the league phase. They won't get... They're not going to get Europe, I'm telling you. Get it out of your mind. They're not getting Europe. But I do think it'll be fascinating if Everton do get Europe, by the way. If Everton do get Europe, they have the Friedkin Group who own Everton. The Friedkin Group also own Roma. And it looks at present that Roma will get the Europa League. If that is indeed the case, then Everton may well get kicked out of Europe by virtue of the fact that Roma will finish above them, because they will. Roma will be, at the very least, I would imagine Roma finish 5th or 6th. Everton aren't going to finish 5th or 6th. Everton might finish 7th at best. But if they do get in the Europa League and Roma get in the Europa League, then Everton, there's a problem. Both of them can't be in it. Goodison says, Sarah, exactly, most successful period for yous. Well, calm down, tranquilo, chat, tranquilo. Well, Tring, I'm absolutely furious with that loss. That final has woken me up that if we win the league, it's because everyone else has been shite. Hey, hey, at least you're honest, mate, if nothing else. Toblerone, I believe Everton will get Europe top 5 isn't impossible. I like the overconfidence considering how bad Liverpool and Chelsea are. Well, it's not really overconfidence. Liverpool have picked up more points than both Villa and Chelsea in the last 5 games. Liverpool aren't, by comparison, it's only really Villa, Liverpool and Chelsea, I think, who are finishing in that top 6. Along with City, Arsenal, United, I think Liverpool, Villa and Chelsea will finish in the top 6. They will complete the top 6. There's not going to be any interlopers. Brentford aren't going to be in there. Everton aren't going to be in there. It's not going to be anyone other than those 3. Everton are having a lovely time at the minute, but they're not going to finish in the top 5. No chance. Welsh Wing, if we bottle this league, there's no way fans will be behind Arteta next season. Toblerone says, okay, be honest, everyone behind third are dropping points every week. Well, I know, but everyone in the league's dropping points every week. Like, if you look at the form table, mate, there's not really a lot of, teams who are particularly consistent. Liverpool have been dreadful recently, but we've only got 2 points less than Everton. And that's, Everton are ahead of us in the form table. But, so what? You look at Everton's fixtures. They've got Brentford away. They've got Liverpool. They've got City to play. They've got to go away to Tottenham. They've got Sunderland. They've got to go away to Palace, away to West Ham. Everton might not win a game again this season. Daddy-O says it's just not true. We win the league because we've been the best over 38 games. The final was shite and we have a right to be annoyed, but don't buy the worst league shit. Ale Hala Madridista. Madrid with Rudiger at the back here. It's fascinating to watch how Atleti set up out of possession, because I always had this impression of him being not really a pressing side, I guess. They sort of set traps, but the way they are, I think Simeone is an absolute genius. Lookman in the area, claim for a penalty. He's claiming a penalty. I don't think he's going to get one. There is a claim for a penalty from Koke and Lookman. He got in the area there. There's going to be a check. I don't think it is a penalty, though. He cuts inside. Great run. Ooh, I don't think so. I think Carvajal threw a lazy leg out there. Lookman did well. Nah, you're not getting a penalty for that. Lookman with a great run. Cuts inside, in between Rudiger, in between Carvajal. But Carvajal didn't quite make connection with him. Toblerone says, what's the La Liga table looking like? La Liga table is Barcelona top on 73 points. You can see it just to the right of me here if you're live on the purple app or the red app. Strike! Off the post from Madrid! Oh my God, Real Madrid very nearly 1-0. Atleti could have had a penalty. It's gone up the other end and Real very nearly striking the post. Well, they have struck the post, very nearly going 1-0 in front. There's a massive chance down that right-hand side. Oh. It was brilliant. It was Brahim Diaz who got into the area. Unbelievable effort there. And Brahim Diaz very nearly putting Real Madrid in front. But yeah, Barcelona currently top on 73 points. They beat Rayo Vallecano 1-0 earlier today. Then it's Real Madrid on... If they win today, it would be 69. If it's a draw, 67, obviously. Atleti are in now. Oh, my God. Massive chance for Atleti. Big chance. Should score. Oh, what a save. What a save. There's a claim for a penalty. Yeah, I don't think you're getting a penalty for that either. Oh, my God. This is chaos. The opening 10 minutes here, the referee has had 2 checks for the penalty. Llorente getting into the area there. He gets absolutely smashed. And Lunin makes a big save, but Llorente flying forward. Let's just see. As the ball comes back to him, does he get cleaned out? Oh, I'm sorry. How is that not a penalty? How is that not a penalty? Carvajal has absolutely flew into him. That has to be a pen. That has to be a penalty. It doesn't matter if he gets the shot away. Surely that's a penalty. It's a great save. It's a fabulous save from Lunin. Courtois in the stands. Lunin makes a great save, but oh my God, he gets absolutely swiped there. I apologise, it wasn't Brahim Diaz, it was Valverde again. Valverde, who's so good against Manchester City, flying down that right-hand side, smashes it, and Musso nowhere near it, off the post and back out. Should have been a pen for Atletico Madrid. If I'm honest, I can't believe it's not. I can't believe he doesn't get a pen. Has to be a penalty. But it's still 0-0. Toblerone says Alvarez playing. Yes. The lineup says Alvarez and Griezmann up front for Atleti. Lookman, Simeone. They've got Cardoso and Koke sitting. Ruggeri, Hansko, Lenormand and Llorente at the back with Musso in goal. For Real Madrid, it's Vinicius Jr., Brahim Diaz and Gula. Front three. Valverde, Pitak and Tchouaméni in midfield. No Trent. Heisen and Rudiger at the back, Carvajal off the right, Garcia off the left, and Lunin in goal. Anfield Vortex, Arteta gets Arsenal to the top of the league, and some are calling for his head. It's mad. Creed says, you've seen more Arsenal than me, so I won't argue the point. And Daddy-O says, Leeds ×2, Forest, Spurs ×2, and Villa in the league that we scored 3 or more. Still not making a case, though, that Arsenal are attacking. You're not an attacking side, mate. I don't believe what anyone's saying. You can't be saying that. Clarkey, isn't Simeone the coach's son? He is, yes. Giuliano Simeone is the son of Diego. Cholo Simeone. Koke still playing. I swear he started the same time as Modric. How old's Koke now? About 35? 30 early, nearly mid-30s, I would imagine. Joe, how's it going, mate? Good to see you. Goodison Road, Key, I seen your short. Please keep Slot. Listen, I want us to keep Slot. I really do. I think it benefits Liverpool to keep Slot. But, yeah, sacking the manager doesn't achieve anything for me. I think we need to just move a lot of players on. That's our problem. LWZ, surprised you're not out celebrating Arsenal losing. Okay. I wouldn't be out celebrating Arsenal losing. No, I wouldn't. I'm enjoying the rest of the football that's on today, mate. Real Madrid against Atletico Madrid. That's what it's about. Daddy-O says, wasn't about attacking team. I was asked teams we blew away. Sorry. Apologies. Apologies. Toblerone says, no more football after tonight. Nah, come on. There's loads of footy after tonight. Loads of footy. Next week, we've got some great footy. Some National League. We're doing York City against Gateshead. And Scunthorpe against Rochdale in the National League. It's going to be unbelievable. Hala Madrid, says Archie Aslisassi. Strike. Oh, Real Madrid, very nearly. We've had loads of chances. Arda Güler again, nearly. Clarkey, not watch Carlisle United. Well, if they're on. PDM says, with the Spurs manager going through bereavement, how long until they start looking for a new manager, as his head will not be in the right place at all now? Is that what's happening? Is that what's happening? I wasn't aware that was the case. Oh, hey, what a shame. Toblerone international break is same as no football. Well, I mean, listen, we're doing some women's football. We're doing the Women's Champions League. Barcelona play Real Madrid in the Women's Champions League quarter-final. So we'll be doing that. That'll be entertaining. We're going to be watching England against Uruguay. England against Japan. Those two friendlies. We're going to be watching Spain against Egypt. Spain probably the favourites for the World Cup in my opinion. So we'll see their World Cup warm-up against Egypt. And Mo Salah-less Egypt as well. Thank God. So Spain against Egypt World Cup pre-friendly, I guess. And then we're also going to be doing those National League games. We're going to be doing some League 2 games. Harrogate against Notts County will be a big one. Notts County should be up for promotion again. But yeah, lots of football. And to be honest, I've also got other things planned. So it's not just going to be about, watch-alongs. Everybody can watch the football with us, of course. If you enjoy watching different leagues, this is a perfect time for you to get amongst it because if you want to expose you to different leagues, lower leagues provide great entertainment, I promise you. Some of the best games I've watched on this channel with you guys have been in international breaks. They have been games that we were all expecting to be a bit like, ugh. But they've been like 4-all, 5-4. Loads of sendings off, loads of late drama. They've been really entertaining stuff, so I enjoy watching them. But I've got some quizzes and I've got some challenges. Some very specific challenges that I want us to complete, including Team of the Year. So that's something we're going to be doing tomorrow night. I want you to help me put together a Team of the Year with a caveat we can only pick one player from each team in the Premier League. Team of the Year, you can only pick one player from each team in the Prem. So you need to have a think about that and bring it with you tomorrow. When we are watching the Spanish second division tomorrow, we're going to be doing Castellón against Cultural Leonesa in the Spanish second division. That's the game tomorrow night. I'll be keeping my pledge, my promise to you that we'll be watching a game of football every day. But we'll have other stuff going on. We'll be having a laugh. We'll be talking about other stuff going on in the world of football, of course. The Anfield Vortex, who do you think might win tonight, Key, Madrid or Atleti? I think score draw. Madrid beat Atleti in the Super Cup 2-1, but Atleti beat Madrid 5-2 at the Wanda Metropolitano back in September. So, but that was obviously against when Alonso was manager at that point. I think Atleti will get at least a point here. I fancy him to get a point. Broken Verdict says, no quad for Arsenal. Can't have City winning more, though. Decent football this weekend, Key. Of course, it would have been better for me if United won and Villa lost. Well, hey, mate, listen, at the end of the day, it's all good. There's still time for the league to rearrange itself. Joe says, Key, you should get a GoPro and stream your five-a-side. Do you think that'd be interesting? Would people want to watch that? PDM says he's not been sacked, but on BBC he did not go to his post-match interview due to a close family member passing away. With most jobs you get bereavement, but as there's only 7 games left, what do they do? Yeah, it's difficult. I mean, at the end of the day, we expect these people to be like, just because they're getting paid really handsomely, oh yeah, well, they're just, robots. At the end of the day, I think if you lose someone close to you, you're going to be affected by it. So, okay, let's hope Key sees it. Sees what? What are we saying? Ronaldo the Goat says, Key, please do Brazil v France because it is on my birthday. Brazil v... I don't know when it is, mate. It's when Italy play Northern Ireland. No, so we're doing Wales against Bosnia. The same time when Italy and Northern Ireland are playing, we're doing Wales v Bosnia. Mr. L says, the quadruple is still on. Only 3 more trophies to bottle for Arsenal. PNC says, who's going down, Spurs or West Ham? I'll stick with my prediction at the start of the season. I still think Leeds. I still think Leeds are going down. LJ, hi everyone, up the Toffees after yesterday. Next up at the Hill Dickinson's going to be good. Barca rooting for Atleti in this game. Barca are rooting for Atleti in this game. Who on BBC wasn't at his post-match interview, by the way? It was Igor Tudor. Joe, just be you asking people for scraps in the car park and frequently asking the ref offside, please, sir. Can we get a check on that, please, sir? Toblerone, are they doing playoffs for the World Cup? Yes, they are, yeah. Wales play Bosnia, and the winners of Wales-Bosnia will play the winners of Italy and Northern Ireland. So we'll be covering both of those. Daniel, I'm not sure what I'm more disappointed with, Arsenal losing or Cajun fries missing from my delivery. Your delivery of what? What have you got delivered? BCFC Benji, bet you was absolutely punky when Arsenal lost key. I am offended at that suggestion. I am absolutely disgusted at that suggestion. Five Guys. You've had Five Guys delivered and they've not got Cajun fries in there. Bloody hell. Five Guys, isn't that like a Five Guys thing that they put like 50, just literally loads of fries in the bag? Ollie James, you average 25 likes a post. Wow. Hey, thanks for working that out for me. Ollie, I don't really post that much, to be honest. I don't post enough. That's probably why I've never done that much on TikTok. I do most of my stuff on other platforms. So, yeah, my focus has never really been on TikTok. All my stuff is on YouTube. So, yeah, I don't really do that much on TikTok. And maybe I should. Maybe I should. Ab says, my team thoroughly disappointed me today. Arsenal, hey, listen, it happens, mate. It happens. Cup finals are difficult. It happens. But, yeah, I think Arteta's got to be held to account for that today, I think. LJ, if Italy don't qualify for the World Cup again, some things have to change in that entire system, in that country. Football context, obviously. And Joe Key loves Five Guys. Ooh, don't tell the wife. Five Guys is bloody expensive. It is, yeah. For a burger and chips, it's very expensive. Daniel, I was looking forward to the fries more than the burger. Oh, fair enough. Ball whipped in, Real Madrid, scrappy in the area. Oh, Atleti just about get it away. Just about get it away. Daddy-O, has anything happened in the game? I've been here, but my head is gone thinking about the final. Yes. There has been a lot happening in this game, actually. Valverde has hit the post. This is just in the opening 20 minutes. Valverde has hit the post. Atletico Madrid have had a stonewall penalty turned down, and they've just cleared one off the line there from Vinicius Jr. So, yes, in 21 minutes, we have had an awful lot of action already. Mata pulls a life G. A life G? I'm not sure what that means. Creed says it's fine. Daddy-O, a lot of fans will never get to see their team in a final of any kind. I was going to say, just enjoy it, mate. Enjoy it for what it is. Joe says, Key, have you been recognised in the streets or anywhere yet? A few times, yeah, bizarrely. And it's all like in my local town, which is weird. I walked into a barber's about 6 months ago, which is crazy because the channel's only really grown in the last like 4 or 5 months, hasn't it? But yeah, it was about 6 months ago. It was like October time, and I walked in, and some fella went, Premier League dad? I said, you're having me on. You're having me on. You're winding me up. He said, no, I watch you. See you on there all the time watching footy and stuff. Oh, I didn't know you lived round here. I was like, no way. That's crazy. So yeah. And then he was telling the barbers, oh, hey, this fella, he's famous. He gets loads of people. And I was like, no, I'm really not. Promise you, I'm really, really not. And the barber's like, oh, could you say, it was just the Turkish barbers, and he's like, could you say, you get your haircut here, and I give you a free haircut? And I was like, nah, no, mate, trust me, you won't get anyone coming in. I promise you won't get anyone coming in. You'll get a load of angry Arsenal fans turning up. So, yeah, no, but that's the only time, really, that it's happened in the last, 6 months or so. LJ says, can't wait for international football. I'm worried that the World Cup won't take place now. I'm more concerned about the state of everyone else in the world than the World Cup taking place. Listen, come hell or high water, that World Cup will take place, trust me. Daniel, how much do you pay for a haircut? Too much. Too much. I need to go for another one, to be honest. I'm starting to get... When I can start to grab, when I can get more than a little bit of a handful at the back, I'm getting a bit of a Chris Waddle. I need to go and get it cut again. So yeah, it's usually 15 quid, but I just, because I'm a nice guy, I usually just give him 20. Daniel, Premier Sports needs better commentators. It sounds like they're narrating golf. Welsh Wing, I can't enjoy the next 2 weeks. We're rivals, not City. They have every right to rip us apart when their clubs are in the mud. And Foxy, I'm upset, so I'm going to pretend the Carabao Cup never existed and say, what final? Creed says, these little kids are like, do you do the vlogs? I used to do match day vlogs for Preston, home and away. Oh, you got recognised at Deepdale. Oh, nice. Look at you. Do you know Deepdale Duck? Joe Story says, I said hello to John O'Hare today. He's a Newcastle YouTuber from the States. Don't know if you know him. He's an old fella. Really decent fella. I don't know him, no. I don't know him. But I'll have a look into him. If you like him, I'm sure I'll like him. Ben says, both Eze and Saliba will miss international breaks due to injury. Let's hope they're nothing serious. Arsenal could do with them back after the international break, couldn't they? Do you think Arsenal will collapse in the Prem as well, says Leonard? No, I don't. No, I still think Arsenal will win the league. What do you think? More importantly, what do you think? Jake says, Key, Mbappe is 27 and just got his driver's licence and got his first girlfriend at that age. Surely that's not true. Hey, Oxford fan, how you doing, mate? How are you feeling? How's life? Here's Lunin. Into Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni coming very deep to get the ball. And Real Madrid, unsurprisingly, having very high fullbacks. But it's quite a surprise that even Real Madrid, even in Spain, where it is maybe a lot more technical, and we've seen, Spanish teams dominate the English teams in the past week in the Champions League, even they are collecting the ball on the turn and knocking it long, playing over the press. It's very, very common now in football, and it seems to be spreading from the Premier League to Spain. It's like COVID. It's worse than COVID, this bloody long ball. LJ says, let's enjoy and live in the present, not worry about the future. Stop crying your heart out. Welsh Ring says, I think we will collapse to Southampton in the Cup. Arteta has a horrendous record at St Mary's. And as for the league, we'll be fine, but it will feel tainted. Yeah, if you only win the league, it will feel somewhat like underwhelming, won't it? Given the position that you've been in. For duck's sake, are you slot in or slot out? Slot in. Joe says, yes, Foxy, he does charity stuff at St James's. Oh. Nice fella then. Free kick for Real Madrid, just outside the area. Griezmann lining the wall up. Valverde's going to take it. Vinicius is over it as well. Strike, big deflection, but Musso takes it. Como 1907 dished out another 5-0 beating. Como doing really well, aren't they? Daddy-O says, I don't think we'll lose 2 games in the league when we've lost 4 in all comps, but I do expect us to park the bus, build a wall, and get a tank at the Etihad. I mean, you don't necessarily have to lose 2 games, do you? 2 games is not necessarily what needs to happen for Arsenal. If City win their game in hand and beat you, you only need to draw 2 games other than that. Draw 2 games and it's done. Obviously, that is reliant on City winning all of their remaining games. That's the big trick. Like, I don't think City win all of their remaining games. But if they do, then yes, I think it's absolutely possible that that Arsenal will drop points in 2. Yeah. Daddy-O says, Key, did it feel that way when Liverpool were like 3 games from a quad all last season? when you lost the cup final but won the league. Did it feel like what? Like we were like it was a little bit of a missed opportunity? No, not really, because I don't think we. Oh, not sorry. I'm talking about last season. Sorry, I'm just thinking about when it was the quad. No, because we won the Carabao Cup and then we won the FA Cup, and I think the league was still to be played. The FA Cup was played before the end of the league season, wasn't it? Our final 2 games of the season was the Premier League and the Champions League, and we won one, but City won theirs as well, last minute against Villa, and we obviously got beat by Real Madrid. So, yeah, no, I didn't really feel it then. Last year, and nobody expected us to win the league, least of all us. So, we was always made up with. We were just made up that we won something. We made up that we won something. So I think there was a sense of gratitude at that. Whereas I think with Arsenal, it's different because you've got like, it feels long overdue because you've spent like much more than Liverpool, much more than City, who've already won leagues. You spent so much and won nothing, like in 6 years. It's a lot of money to spend and not have won anything. So it feels massively overdue. And it's not really surprising that a cup final defeat would prompt those feelings of, oh, could it be that again? Are we gonna miss out again? Are we just gonna fall apart again? Daniel says Real Madrid are dull to watch without Bellingham and Mbappe. Atletico, I think, have done well so far. 31 minutes in, they've controlled the ball. Here's Simeone. They've controlled the ball. They've played well. I think he was offside there though. Llorente. Sky Blue Scott, as a Coventry City fan, this is exciting times for us back in the Prem, almost. Sky Blue Army. Be great to see Coventry back in the Prem. Really looking forward to seeing Coventry back up. I always remember Highfield Road and Yusuf Cheapo, Mustafa Hadji, Gordon Strachan, Robbie Keane, Craig Bellamy, Steve Froggatt. Great Coventry side. Chris Kirkland, of course. Liverpool signed Chris Kirkland from Coventry. Madrid in the box, pulled back. Oh, really should have put that away. Massive chance. I don't even know, says, I have no words about today's performance than it's the hope that kills you. What did you make of it? I don't even know. What did you make of the performance overall? What did you think? But yeah, it has been a mad game. It has been a mad game. Atleti, chance. Oh my God, it's 1-0. Atleti have scored at the Bernabéu. I can't believe it. Absolutely incredible. It's not been against the run of play. They've had chances. Lookman just getting into the area, and there you go. They have had chances. It's been an astonishing first half of football. Loads of drama. Penalty shout, cleared off the line, Real Madrid hitting the post, and now Atletico have taken the lead. It's 1-0. Atleti are in front. Atleti are in front. Sensational stuff. Ademola Lookman, former Everton player, Ademola Lookman. Great finish. And Madrid could be about to fall behind by 7 points behind Barcelona with 9 games left to go. 7 points behind. That could be very. I mean, they've still got to play. They've still got to play each other at the Nou Camp. But the way these two teams are playing, honestly, I fancy Barcelona to walk it. Lee, do you stream on the Purple app? I do, mate. Yes, I'm on the Purple app. I'm on the Red app. Daniel Lookman's had an interesting career path. He has. And it wasn't that long ago. He was at Leicester and kind of struggling at Leicester. I remember him taking the penalty. Was it Leicester or was it Fulham? Can't remember. He's bounced around a bit, hasn't he? He kept coming back to the Premier League and not really doing very much, basically. Yeah, he was at Fulham as well. Sorry, he took the penalty for Fulham at West Ham. Took a Panenka. And it went straight at the keeper. I always remember that. Daniel, is Arbeloa interim? Arbeloa apparently has been given an 18-month contract, but it's on a review at the end of the season, so it's almost like probation. So he might not make it to the next year, and I think there's every chance they will try and get a more experienced coach in the summer. Who that is, I don't know. I'd be intrigued to see who people would think. Who would Real Madrid go for, do you think? Who do we think Madrid might look at? I tell you something, I'm not being funny. If Arne Slot goes, I'm telling you, I bet Arne Slot's not far off their recommendations. I bet Arne Slot would be thought of by Real Madrid. Sensational manager. There's not many title-winning managers are available on the market. Who's done it at Feyenoord? Who's done it at Liverpool? Who's rebuilt squads? I don't know. We'll see. I guess we'll see. I don't even know. Says, when I look at today's performance, there's only 3 words I can say. Kepa and Arteta. I love this club and I love these players, but parking the bus at Wembley is a new low. Lower than being 20th. Another yellow card for... who's it been booked there? Ruggeri booked. Cardoso has also been booked as well. So there's a couple of players already on yellow cards. Would you like to see Raul? Bring Zinedine Zidane back. Yeah, Zidane could come back into Madrid. Welsh wing, can't see Slot going to Madrid. I'm not saying he would go. I'm not saying they'd want him necessarily, but I bet he would be on the shortlist, is my point. There's not too many top managers around in the market at this moment. And if you look at the young available managers, like, even they've not really won any, like Sebastian Hoeneß or Ilzer at Hoffenheim. Ilzer's had a great season at Hoffenheim. Ball in, straight out of play, unlucky. Ilzer, you've got Hoeneß, you've got maybe Areola, you've got Glasner. Have they done enough to be Real Madrid manager? Probably not. Andoni Areola almost certainly, I think, is going to Bilbao. Ernesto Valverde has announced he's leaving Bilbao at the end of the season. Andoni Areola's contract is up at Bournemouth at the end of the season. He is a legend at Bilbao, so I'm almost certain he will be in charge at the San Mamés next season. They've secured Champions League football. So, yeah, Areola going home makes sense, I think, all round. Daniel, would you prefer Arteta to manage Arsenal or Real Madrid? Well, I mean, again, I don't think Arteta could manage at Real Madrid. There's a very specific style of play that Real Madrid demand, and I'm not sure that Arteta can play it. Same reason he's ex La Masia, isn't he? He's ex La Masia, Arteta, but he wouldn't coach Barca. If Arteta's ever managing in Spain, he's only managing one side, and it's Atleti. He would go and manage Atleti. He could certainly do what Simeone's doing. Could do a bit of that. Pragmatic, feisty, dark arts. That's him. He's closer to Simeone than a Guardiola or a Mourinho or someone like that. He's a lot closer to Simeone. But Simeone did it without the checkbook that Arteta's had. Oxford fan says Slot needed to prove he wasn't a one-season wonder this season. I don't think he's ticked that box. I think that's unfair. I think he's... You can't really say he's not a one-season, or he is a one-season wonder. Because if you've only done it in... You're not going to have wonderful seasons every year. Alex Ferguson is considered maybe the greatest manager in Premier League history. He struggled. Those times he struggled. Arsene Wenger struggled. You have to rebuild your squad. And if you're doing that by buying young players, then you're not going to get immediate success. Alex Ferguson was an interesting one because he was always able to say, I want him. I want immediate success. So, he was coming to the end of his tenure and he said, I want to go and win the league title back off City. Go and get me Robin Van Persie. Yes, he's going to cost me 30 million. Yeah, I know he's 29. I don't care. We'll win the title if you go and sign Robin Van Persie. So that's what they did. There's no way any other club would pay that sort of money for a 29-year-old. Welsh Wing, I've got a good half-time quiz. Good lad. Yes, love that Welsh Wing. Anfield Vortex, do you think it's player power that might bring in the new manager at Madrid? Possibly, yeah. Hey, do you know what? That's an interesting point. I wonder whether it may be a French manager. I wonder. I mean, it can't be, like, you look at France currently, could it be another French manager? Zinedine Zidane obviously has got a great reputation at Madrid. He's worked with, or at least has knowledge of Mbappe before, so maybe Zidane coming back in could work. It's just whether or not he'd want to go back in. But it could be, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it is. I don't even know says, international break is a good restart solution for the Premier League to regroup and show us good football for the rest of the season. That's not happening. Creed says Mourinho to Everton or Newcastle. He'll be back in the Prem surely in the next couple of years. He seems quite settled at Benfica, doesn't he? That's, he's back in Lisbon, back in his home country. He's not a spring chicken anymore. I don't know if he'd be fancying a crack back in the Prem. He has said, though, in the past, hasn't he, that he's got an affinity for West Ham. So if West Ham stay up, it wouldn't be surprising to see him go to a West Ham. He's got a bit of a love affair with the Prem, hasn't he? Ferguson nearly got sacked before he started winning titles and cups. Yeah, true. Alf City, not sticking around because I'm celebrating the Carabao Cup, but big up Key, hope you enjoy the game. Cheers, Alf. Take it easy, mate. Thanks for popping in. Welsh Wing needs something to distract me from that shit today. What better than a quiz? Exactly. What better than a half-time quiz? Well, Real Madrid have got it all to do. They're very sloppy in possession tonight, Real Madrid. Very, very sloppy. They can't keep hold of the ball. Every time they keep giving the ball away. Daniel, does your opinion on slot change if Liverpool don't qualify for Champions League football? Yeah, it does. I think that's the minimum for him. I think we have to qualify for the Champions League. That's not my... Well, okay, then you asked the question, does my opinion change? No, it doesn't. No. But will we sack him if he doesn't get at the Champions League? Yeah. We'll sack him if we don't get the Champions League. For me, I think the job that he's been given is pretty difficult. It's very, very difficult. I think anyone who's expected us to compete for the league this year is off their head with the cards that he's been dealt. I don't think it was ever possible for us to do that. So he's had a really difficult job. And I think that Klopp had a season out of the Champions League in 22-23. He also, the year after we won the title, had a massive, massive drop-off. And we very nearly struggled. We only just qualified on the last day for the Champions League the year after. So, Klopp's had some wobbles. Klopp had some wobbles and we stuck with him. And I think we should stick with the manager. I always believe in stick with the manager. I think that's a Liverpool value. It's a football value that I hold really close to me. And I think all managers should. If you believe in the manager, stick with the manager. I think Newcastle should stick with Eddie Howe. I think Liverpool should stick with Arne Slot. Jurgen Klopp did not have the best of times every single year. He was with us 9 years and there was 6 or 7 that were brilliant. There was a couple that were really, really bad. Really, really bad. Lee says, problem with football these days is people expect instant success and not willing to give a coach time. Yeah. Listen, Jurgen Klopp lost 6 home games, back to back at Anfield. It's never happened since. It's never been that bad under Arne Slot. 6 home games straight. I think we won something like 2 or 3 games in 13. And the rest of them were pretty much defeats. It was shocking. But 6 home games straight, back to back. The idea that Anfield was oh my God, very nearly 1-1. The idea that Anfield was like a fortress under Klopp, it certainly wasn't the case for large parts. Daniel, it was a majority opinion that Liverpool would walk the league, having broken 3 transfer records. Well, I think it was not necessarily the majority opinion that we would walk the league. It was not well. All right, maybe even if it was, it wasn't mine. I thought we would need another couple of signings to compete over a 38-game season. As soon as we signed Isak and he was basically out and then broke his leg, you just can't, like, that is a big factor. If you pay £130 million for a player and then he breaks his leg, you can't really have him all season. Like, come on. How many extra points would Liverpool have if we had Isak fit? Even if it was just for half the season, not all season, just half the season, you'd easily say we'd have an extra 5-6 points, maybe even 9-10 points, depending on the games. There'd be a swing if you had a world-class centre forward up there, which Isak undeniably is. If you had a world-class centre forward up there for Liverpool, how many extra points would we have? If it's 6, we're ahead of United. If it's 10, 9, 10, we're like a point off City. And that's the factor then, isn't it? That's the point. Even if you say +3, +3 was still basically where I expect us to be in the league. Dario says, so Arteta in 6 years, in his first ever manager's job, has to win the league or the Champions League this year, despite no manager ever winning the Prem in their first job. I know, but by that logic, you don't expect him to win the league at all at Arsenal. Because it's his first job. And if he stayed another 10 years, it would still be his first job. At some point, you have to say, he spent £1 billion. I mean, he's got to win something. I don't even know, says Arteta showed to that crowd at Wembley today that he doesn't care. He just wants to get the job done, which he failed to do today. He loves this club, apparently. Why doesn't he show it? Why do you think it was a lack of passion today from Arteta? I'm not sure I agree with that. Daniel, I wouldn't class Isak as world class. Hey? If you're injury prone, you can't be world class. Define injury prone. He's played 40 games a season every year up to this one. And the only reason he's not played 40 games this year is because he broke his leg. He wasn't injury prone at Newcastle. Where have you got injury prone from? You can't be injury prone if you break your leg. It's not injury prone. Right, it's half time. Half time here. Arsenal, Atletico Madrid. It's because someone said Arsenal in the chat. Atletico Madrid are 1-0 up. Ademola Lookman putting They said Arteta again. I've seen people start talking about Arteta and Arsenal in the chat. Atletico Madrid 1-0 up. Ademola Lookman putting Atleti 1-0 in front. There was penalty claims earlier in the game for a tackle on Llorente. He got absolutely wiped out by Dani Carvajal. Valverde's hit the post. Vinny's had one cleared off the line. Real Madrid have fought really well to come back into it, but ultimately it's Atleti who are in the lead. This is a huge, huge opportunity for Madrid, and if they don't win tonight, I really fear the title might pass them by. Welsh Ring says half-time quiz, including club and country, the top 20 goal scorers at Wembley since 2009. Oh my God, that's a big one. Okay, hang on. Right, not Giroud. So, hang on a minute. The top scorers at Wembley, the 20 top highest goal scorers at Wembley since 2009. Club and country. Sterling. Since 2009. Daniel, do you think Isak gets 20 league goals next season? Well, he's got 25 and 27 in the last 2 for Newcastle. So I would imagine, 20's absolutely doable for him at Liverpool. I don't even know, says Arteta wasn't as passionate on the touchline. It seemed quite disciplined and frightened. We sat there and played like we did at the Etihad 2024. Okay, Kane is number 1. Good answer. Right, Kane is first. Rooney is second. Okay. Did we say Sterling? Where's Sterling? Sterling's third. Okay, Sterling is third. Other players who've scored in lots of finals. Specifically English players. Rashford? What about Rashford? Rashford scored a couple, hasn't he? What Rashi? Gerrard is 12th. Wow, okay. Not Aguero. Drogba is 8th. Okay. Lampard is 7th. The top 20 goal scorers at Wembley since 2009 for both club and country. Rashford is 6th. Okay, Rashford we've got Kane 1st, Rooney 2nd, Sterling 3rd, Rashford 6th, Lampard 7th, Drogba 8th. Steven Gerrard is 12th. Gerrard? Since 2009? That seems a lot. Can't be Owen. Henry? Nah. Drogba we've already got. Haaland? Has Haaland scored that many? Walcott's 14th. Walcott's 14th. Christ. Okay. Vardy is 20th. Vardy? At Wembley? How many has he scored? Does this include when Spurs were at Wembley? I bet this is one of them, isn't it? I bet Mo Salah's in there or something like that. Mo Salah at Wembley against Spurs. He scored a couple. Alexis Sanchez, Lampard, Walcott, Jesse Lingard. Lingard scored, hasn't he? Yeah, it's got to be Lingard. What about Lingard? J-Ling's got a couple, didn't he? Who else? Club and country. Is it going to be any is it going to be curveballs like championship strikers, championship players? Vardy for England and FA Cup, Community Shield, I think he might have scored. Tevez. Yaya Toure certainly scored in a couple. I bet Yaya Toure is there. Aubameyang, yeah, maybe Aubameyang. What about Aubameyang? Alexis Sanchez. Lingard has 2, so not Lingard. Okay. Aubameyang and Alexis Sanchez. Cazorla. Cazorla's maybe not a bad shout. Diego Costa. Did Costa score that many at Wembley? Not the Championship. Okay, so it's all top flight. Craig Bellamy. Can't see Bellamy have scored that many. Josh Murphy. Aaron Ramsey. Aubameyang is 16th. Okay, Aubameyang 16. Aubameyang Blood Clot Yang is 16th. Sanchez is 11th. Good answer. Whoever said Alexis Sanchez, well done. Whoever said Alexis, I can't remember who it was. The Arsenal, Alexis Sanchez. Good shout. Very good shout. Not Costa. Come on. Not Ramsey or Bellamy. How many? The top 20 highest goal scorers at Wembley since 2009. Clarkey, how does Lingard have 2 if he scored against Palace and Southampton and for England? I don't know. That's what I'm being told. Apparently Lingard's not correct. Can't believe Vinny had the cheek to claim for that penalty. Rooney we've already got. Kane is first. Rooney is second. Third is Sterling. Rashford is 6th. Lampard 7th. Drogba 8th. Alexis Sanchez 11th. Gerrard 12th. Walcott 14th. Aubameyang 16th. And Vardy is 20th. Not Oxlade-Chamberlain. Harry Maguire. Yeah, Harry Maguire's not a bad shout. Harry Maguire. Saka. Saka scored that many? Let's go through United. Luke Shaw only had one for England. Have United played that many? City dominated those Wembley finals. It's got to be City. It's got to be like... If it's not Aguero... We've already got Aguero. Who else have we not got from City? What about De Bruyne? Have we had De Bruyne? Surely we've had De Bruyne. De Bruyne's definitely scored a couple at Wembley. Sure he did. Welbeck's 4th. Fucking hell. Welbs. Welbeck is 4th. Lucas Moura. Giroud, I think, has already been said, and it's no. What about Son? Yeah, Heung-min Son. Heung-min Son's got to be there. Then again, I don't know if that's going to count. Fergie says City, nothing before 2008. I know, but this is 2009. The quiz is since 2009, so City have dominated since then. Saka is 5th. Okay, Saka is 5th. So there you go. We've got the top 8. We've got Kane in 1st, Rooney in 2nd, Sterling in 3rd, Welbeck 4th, Saka 5th, Rashford 6th, Lampard 7th, Drogba 8th. We've not got 9th or 10th. Son is 21st, so he doesn't make the top 20. 11th is Alexis Sanchez, 12th Steven Gerrard, 13th we've not got, 14th is Walcott, Gundogan is 19th, 16th is Aubameyang, 17th, 18th we've not got, and Gundogan and Vardy is 19th and 20th. 17th, oh sorry, Gundogan is 17th. Brilliant. Okay, so we still need 19th. Aguero is 9th. Okay, Aguero is 9th. Fabregas. What about Fabregas? I don't even know, says I need to hop off now. Take it easy, mate. Thanks for coming in. See you soon. Take it easy. Good to see you. Can't be Richarlison. Can't be Richarlison. No. Fabregas? Did Fabregas score that many at Wembley? Liverpool didn't really have too many visits to Wembley since then. We had the one when we played Cardiff and Martin Skirtle scored, I think, and Dirk Kuyt. And we didn't really have too many trips to Wembley. Andy Carroll scored against Chelsea. And then after that, we've not had too many. We had obviously the Chiesa one against Newcastle. We had the one where we played against Chelsea, and both of them were 0-0. They both went to penalty shootouts, weren't they? Not Mane, not Fabregas, not Torres. No, not Torres. We've already got Raheem Sterling, Andy. Can't be CR7, no. Cristiano Ronaldo wouldn't be there because he only played once at Wembley, didn't he? Kyle Walker, I'm struggling. Koscielny. Since 2009. That's impossible. That's so good. That's such a good question. Kane, Rooney, Sterling, Welbeck, Saka, Rashford, Lampard, Drogba, Aguero. We're missing 10th. Then we've got Alexis Sanchez is 11th. 12th, Gerrard. I would never have said Gerrard as well. Gerrard scored more. It's for club and country as well. So English, we're kind of looking for English players, aren't we? English players. Not Zaha, not Koscielny. Oxford fan, got to go now as well. Night, night, lads. Take it easy, Oxford fan. Have a good one. Yeah, English players. And we've said Lingard. Lingard's not in there. We've said Kane, Rooney, Sterling, Welbeck, Saka, Rashford, Steven Gerrard, Walcott, and Vardy. Who else might be in there? Who else might be in there from an England perspective? Defoe? What about Jermaine Defoe? Is Jermaine Defoe playing still around that point? Maybe Defoe? Jermaine Defoe could be maybe sneaking in there. He was still playing, kind of. We've had Lampard. Jermaine Defoe, Tim Cahill. Can't be Tim Cahill. Tim Cahill had long finished by then. Defoe's 13th. I knew I'd get something. Christ, I think that's the first one I've got. Can't be Michael Owen. Daniel Sturridge. Sturridge has to be. That's a great shout. First time I've even heard Sturridge. Well done, Andy. Sturridge. Van Persie. I think we've already had Van Persie, have we? No, Van Persie I wouldn't see being there. Van Persie. What about Dele Alli? What Dele Alli? Yeah, Brendan. Dele Alli, of course. Dele Alli. Sturridge and Dele Alli have got to make that list. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4 positions left to get. Ali's 22nd. Dele Alli's 22nd. Sturridge has got to be in there, though. Surely. Studge is 15th. Right, Studge is 15th. Good stuff. Okay, like that. Like that. Danny Rose, Emile Heskey. Christ, we're getting desperate now. We are getting desperate now. Josh Odlam says, what's the score? The score currently is Real Madrid 0, Atletico Madrid 1. Not Van Persie or Heskey. I'm struggling here. John Stones. Nah, I can't say that. John Terry. Terry never scored for England, Burley. David Beckham. Not since 2009. Beckham had finished by that point. It's not long after anyway. He'd pretty much done, hadn't he? Can't say Paul Scholes as well. Scholes wasn't far off finish by 2009, was he? Milner. Oh, Millie. Yeah, Millie. Millie was there every other year with City. James Milner was there every other year with City. And for England. I mean, he didn't get many for England, I'm sure, but Millie's got to be up there. Peter Crouch. Joe Cole. Joe Cole was done. No, Joe Cole was finished by 2009-10. He was finished off. Joe Cole had finished by then. John Stones is 18th. Fucking hell. Right, hey, well, we've got 2 left to get. We've got 10th and 19th. 10th and 19th still to get. 2 more to go. Daniel, are we counting Soccer Aid? Messi. Well, Jimenez has come on for Lenormand, and we're off for the second half here at Atleti and Real Madrid. Dwight York. Bellingham. Oh, yeah, Jude Bellingham, of course. No, not Bellingham. Not Bellingham. Can't be Messi. Messi didn't score too many at Wembley, did he? Oh, he scored a couple against United in that final, but not enough that I would put him. No, I can't see it being that. Not Jordan Henderson, not Ashley Young, I don't think. Andy Carroll? Yeah, Andy Carroll's probably not a terrible shout. What about Andy Carroll? Andy Carroll's a good one from Anfield Vortex. I like that thought. I like that line of thinking. Welshwing says one of them was a City player and now plays for another club. Benjamin Tikambi says toujours à la Madrid. A City player and now plays for another English club. Former City player plays for another English club. Excuse me. Grealish. Jack Grealish. What about Jack Grealish? Yeah. Could it be Jack Grealish? Cole Palmer? I don't think so. Daniel, how many goals get you on the list? It's not Carroll. Okay. Damn. Not Carroll. I don't know how many goals gets you on the list. I know that Jesse Lingard apparently got 2 or 3 and he wasn't on the list. So it's got to be more than 2 or 3. Gabriel Jesus is 10th. Right, so we've got one more to get. We only got 19th left to get. So we've got 90. We've got one more to get. Is that right, Welshwing? So far, I've got Kane first, Rooney second, Sterling third, Welbeck fourth, Saka fifth, Rashford sixth, Lampard seventh, Drogba eighth, Aguero ninth, Jesus 10th, 11th is Alexis Sanchez, 12th Gerrard, 13th Defoe, 14th Walcott, 15th Sturridge, 16th Aubameyang, 17th Gundogan, 18th Stones, 19th is as yet to be named, and 20th is Vardy. So there's still one more left to get. What about Phil Foden? Yeah, Phil Foden's not a bad shout. The Wonder Boy, Phil Foden. Gotta be Foden. That's a brilliant shout, Andy. Glenn Johnson. Zlatan isn't actually a bad shout. The player played for Southampton and Liverpool. Lallana. Don't tell me Lallana's 19th. I can't have Adam Lallana at 19th. Or Ricky Lambert. Is it Ricky Lambert? Could be Oxlade-Chamberlain as well. Lallana, Lambert, Oxlade-Chamberlain, any of them? Jaden, hey, I'm from Florida. I'm trying to figure out what Prem team to support. I'm new to the sport. Oh, nice. Good stuff, Jaden. To figure out what Prem team to support. And you want our help with that. I would honestly... I would get all 20 teams and put them in a hat and pick them out of the hat. And I would do it from the start of next season when you've got a fresh new season. Pick 20 teams, put them in a hat, and they're your teams. And pick the name out, and that's your team forever then. You can't change it. You've got to support them. Engross yourself in that team. Learn everything about them, who they are, what their history is. Learn the players, learn the manager, how they play, what their values are as a club. Maybe even if you've got the time and the money, go and visit the city. Go and visit the place where it is. Get to know the area, the culture, the locals. Get on the ground if you've got time. But yeah, that would be my. If I could have my time again, and I could do what you're doing, which is pick my Premier League team. Or pick my team. I'm not even sure I would pick a Premier League team, actually. I think I would quite like to have a team that isn't particularly successful. It's almost a crutch. It's an affliction to support Liverpool. Yeah, I don't want to pick a team and then next month they get relegated. I know, but what's so terrible if that happens? They might come up the year after. You can still watch Championship football. Nothing wrong. Championship football is arguably more fun than Premier League football. But yeah, I mean, I get it. I would at least maybe wait till the summer, put them all in a hat. We can even do it live on here if you want. I'll help you do it. We'll make a big thing of it. We get to pick Jaden's team with him. Gareth 1978, what was the Arsenal score today, Key? It was 2-0. Manchester City won 2-0. Oh, that's never a penalty. Real Madrid have got a penalty 5 minutes into the second half. It's a penalty to Madrid. That is never a pen. I'm sorry. It's ridiculous. That's not a penalty. It's not a penalty. No, it's a dive. That's a dive. That is a dive. That is a dive. That's ridiculous. No, it's not a dive, actually. It's not a dive. It's not a dive. I'll take it all back. I take it all back. It is not a dive. Hansko does absolutely take him out, and he's actually looked quite guilty. So yeah, it's a penalty, and Vinicius is about to step up, and it's 1-1. It's 1-1. Real Madrid have scored. Vinicius Jr. puts Madrid level on the night. It's 1-1. The replays definitely were a lot more damning to Hansko than I thought The replays were definitely a lot more sus. Because at first glance, it didn't look like it was a penalty, but it definitely was. He went through Brahim Diaz and Vinicius Jr., sends the keeper the wrong way. Great penalty, 1-1, and 5 minutes in to the second half. We've got a game on. We have got a game back on here. Mike says, Ian says, nope, I'd never pick anyone but Liverpool. No, I know, but I guess I don't know your story, Ian. I don't know how you found Liverpool or Liverpool found you, or I don't know if it was a family thing. I don't know what your connection is with the club. I'm not professing it to be anything better or worse than anyone else's. For me, I was always going to be a Liverpool fan because of, one, I was born 20 minutes from the club, but also my dad is literally an ardent Liverpool fan. Been to pretty much every Liverpool game since 1972, up to me and my big brother being born. So he was always going to be Liverpool. I was always going to be a Liverpool fan. I didn't have too much choice in the matter. So I guess if I did have a choice, that's my point. If I did have a choice, and as wonderful as it's been to be a Liverpool fan, I think I would have quite enjoyed also just being I don't know. I'm trying to think of a random club that would have been into, like Portsmouth. I've had, like, they've been, you know, near the brink, and then they've, like, won the FA Cup, and they've played Ronaldinho's AC Milan at Fratton Park. Like, it's a great place, Fratton Park. I love that. I love that whole thing. Lee says, I know you support Liverpool, but do you have a soft spot for a lower league or non-league team? Yeah, I quite like a lot of non-league teams, actually. There's a lot of non-league teams. I like Altrincham. I used to go and watch Altrincham at Moss Lane quite a bit, because I used to work near there for a while. Welshwing, the answer, by the way, Key, was Lallana. Great quiz, that, Welshwing. Well done, mate. Really liked that. That was a fantastic quiz. I liked it. Very much liked it. Maddow says, my lucky dip NBA team are the Portland Trailblazers. They never win. Do you know, I was going to get into NFL because my mate's massively into NFL. I don't really know anything. I don't know anything about it. I don't know how it works. I know there's just loads of breaks in it. But, like, in an effort to somewhat get invested in, like, the Super Bowl and stuff, like, whenever that is next. Is it next year, the Super Bowl? I don't know. But I thought, you know what, I'll pick an NFL team. And I've always been kind of drawn to the Miami Dolphins just because of Ace Ventura and Dan Marino. But I then saw, is it Odell Beckham Jr.? I don't know if you've seen that clip. Odell Beckham Jr. Is a player, an NFL player for, I think he played for the Miami Dolphins, or he might even still play for them. But he was drunk on a plane. Oh, Real Madrid, 2-1. What a finish that is. Valverde, Atletico Madrid. They've just thrown it away. 10 minutes into the second half, it's 2-1 Madrid. 2-1 Madrid. It's shocking defending. Absolutely abhorrent defending at the back. And Valverde nips in. But shocking, absolutely outrageous defending from Atletico. And 10 minutes in, they have fully thrown the game. They have thrown it. They've absolutely thrown the game. Creed says, my NBA team is Orlando Magic because my mum randomly bought me one of their shirts from Primark because she thought it looked good. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, yep, Jimenez, who has only just come on the pitch. Jose Maria Jimenez, who's just come on the pitch for Atleti. Both of the goals have come down his side. You could argue he was at fault somewhat for the goal, for the penalty, even though Hansko was the one who made the tackle. He let Brahim Diaz in, and then it's the same with that one there. Really, really poor. Just hitting the ball straight at Valverde, who runs in and passes it past Musso. It's there 2-1. That's O'Brien says Odell Beckham is a free agent. Is he? Oh, right, okay. Well, I feel a little bit better about that then, because honestly, the guy's an absolute bell. The guy's an absolute bell. Like, if you've seen how he behaves in that video, if you've told me, if you have a look at that video where he's on the plane, shocking. Absolutely shocking. I am Croots, says Chapelle Rowan is just a horrible human being. I don't know anything about that. What's going on with that? I know nothing about that. Leon Stedman, how's it going, mate? Saliba and Eze have also picked up injuries. Is this the beginning of the end? It could well be. I don't think it will be. Jaden, I believe Beckham plays in Baltimore now. Well, whoever he plays for, I will not be supporting, put it that way. Because I just thought he was an absolute arse. I really thought he was an arse. Jorginho and Chapel Rowan are beefing. Is that the thing where, like, her security told Jorginho's daughter, told him, like, don't bother her, or something like that? So it's not even her, it's a security. Is that what we're on about? Is that why she's a horrible person? Because her security said don't bother her? That, you can't put that on her. If that's the case, I don't know enough about it, so I'm not going to, like, kick off. But you can't say she's a horrible person because she said move along or whatever. Her security came over and said that the daughter was pestering her. Yeah, no, but that's not. How's that on her? How's that on her? That's somebody else acting on her behalf. Maybe he's an overly officious security guard. You can't say, like, you can't claim he is acting on her orders. And again, even if he was, you don't know how the daughter behaved. Maybe she was being a little pestery, a little bit, a bit of a mithering bugger. It might have been the case. I don't know. All I'm not saying that is what's happened. I'm just saying, we don't know, so I'd maybe not assume that she's an absolute piece of shit. Daddy O says, I've been lucky enough to see Atlanta Braves in the Major League Baseball and Toronto Maple Leafs in the NHL. So I guess they are my North American teams in those sports. I've seen the NHL at Toronto Maple Leafs. That's who I went and saw. When we went to Madison Square Garden, I was in New York for a few days, and there was a game on, and I ended up paying a ridiculous amount of money. It was like $500 for 2 tickets. And it ended up being like courtside seats because that was all that was available last minute. I thought, well, either that or they just absolutely sensed I was a foreigner and it was like, just take him for all he's worth. But we went and watched the New York Rangers against the Toronto Maple Leafs at Madison Square Garden, and that was wicked. So I would have to say I'm a New York Rangers fan in the NHL. NBA-wise, I guess I'm Chicago Bulls. I'm probably a Bulls fan. Just because of Jordan. Yeah. I'd have to be Bulls. I did like the Timberwolves as well for some reason. I just always thought they were quite cool. Is it the Minnesota Timberwolves? I always like them. Do you watch much basketball on TV, Key? Mate, I honestly don't. But the only sport I watch is football. I swear to God, I have no time for anything else. I am engrossed in football. I love everything about football. And I learn everything I can about football. I don't have enough time to watch other sports. However, I used to buy NBA 2K, whatever. I always used to buy those games, 2K24, 2K20, whatever. And I would always buy them and play them, and that's the only interest I've got in NBA. But I've never really watched it. Nicholson says, OBJ entire career is based on one catch. He is trash. Well, I would say, based off the clip that I have seen, he is trash as a person as well. He made an entire plane deplane just because he'd been told he wasn't welcome on the flight. Because he'd been drunk on the flight. So he was like, nah, I'm not leaving. I don't care. I'm not leaving. So when people around him are like, come on, please, just get off. Don't make us all get off. Just get off. Like, they want you to leave. The pilot has said, get off. Just get off the plane. He wouldn't get off. He was a proper arse about it. And then he just started being, like, a proper dick to this old guy. just started being really, really rude to this old guy, saying like, yeah, you're gonna, I'll be sat on a private jet in an hour. You'll be sat waiting in the airport. You absolute failure and stuff like this. Just being really, just so, and this was like a really old guy who was just saying, come on, don't. He was actually being quite polite to him, given he was being a pleb. But it's just so sad. Creed, that has never been proven. It's only an allegation. Madhouse, I like the Redskins before they changed their name. I love that South Park episode. My stepdaughter got me into Miami Heat. Miami Heat are a cool side too. Jaden, I just drew Chelsea out of a hat. Are they any good? I want your impressions before I research them. So Chelsea they are known as a... I mean, I don't like Chelsea. I'll be honest with you. I don't like Chelsea as a club. I don't like Chelsea fans. I'm going really heavy on it to try and sway you. Pick again. No, I'm only kidding. Listen, if Chelsea's your team, mate, pick Chelsea. I'm sure Chelsea will be wonderful for you. But I'm not a massive fan of Chelsea. I'm not a massive fan of them. The Architecture of the Terror says, I watched your shorts about Galatasaray Liverpool. Yeah. Ian says, I'm Irish, so the GAA is as big as football is to me. Do you know, I'd like to get into that as well. That's a cool sport. DC, I would watch the NBA if it's on a reasonable time. It's my issue as well. I'd probably watch more MLS if it was on at a reasonable time. My NFL team is the Bears. Have been since my teens. Nice. I'm Cruz says, according to the witnesses, the kid smiled at her and waved, and then when they sat down, by all accounts, she's told her security to go over when all the kid did was smile to her. Well, hey, listen. There's what they say, what she says, and then the truth and what actually happened. There's probably different accounts and different perceptions, but I wouldn't go as far as calling someone a POS just because of one account. Yeah. Real life, Evening Key, how are you, mate? I am wonderful, mate. How are you? I'm very good. The Architecture of the Terror says, your videos always go viral when Gala beat an English club in Turkey. Well, it's not happened too many times before. Daniel says, Jorginho is a man of integrity. And he may well be. He may well be. But I would also not go and condemn someone unless I'd seen it with my own eyes. But to be honest, I don't know who Chapel Rowan is. She might well be. She might well be an absolute divvy. And if she is, I'll say fine. I'm just not jumping on the bandwagon until I've seen or heard enough. Madhouse, I didn't know Chelsea fans have a history of bigotry as bad as Millwall. Listen, if you look hard enough, every fan base has got a history of bad stuff. There's divvies who've done lots of awful things and have done so wearing their club shirt. Don't think that necessarily applies it to the club and the entire fan base, but I would agree. It's it's not great. Jaden says, okay, I got Fulham this time. Your thoughts? Fulham are a very well-respected club. They are gradually and slowly moving up the Premier League. They are in West London, a very affluent part of the country. Usually the rich people follow Fulham. Cool bit of trivia. They once had a statue of Michael Jackson outside the ground because they were owned by Harrods owner Mohammed Al Fayed. Mohammed Al Fayed, obviously no longer here. And he's surrounded and embroiled in controversy as well, to be fair, for different reasons. But we won't go into that. But he once owned Fulham. And he was friends with Michael Jackson, and he invited Michael Jackson to a game. I believe Michael Jackson wore a Fulham shirt at Craven Cottage as well, and he was at the game. That's why they had a statue of Michael Jackson outside Craven Cottage. Madrid. Oh my God, what a goal! Oh my God, what a screamer! It's 2-2. It's an absolute screamer. That is out of this world. Molina with a strike, and 67 minutes in, what a goal! Oh my God, that's an absolute worldie. That is a screamer. Top corner, 25, 30 yards out, right in the top corner. Absolute worldie. What a goal that is. Nahuel Molina. So yeah, and Fulham are owned by Shahid Khan as well. Shahid Khan, who has shares in the Jacksonville Jaguars, I believe, as well as WWE. I think he's got shares in WWE or something like that. Is that right? Yeah, so maybe it's very Americanized. You might actually quite like him, unless you feel really strongly about WWE, Shahid Khan, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. He owns Fulham. Oh, I'm from a place near Jacksonville. Well, there you go. There you go. Shahid Khan. Get amongst it. F1, Fulham and Epstein file. Possibly. I'm surprised that shit didn't rip the net. It was a screamer, wasn't it? Daddy O says no, AEW, not WWE. Big sin key. Oh, is he AEW? Shahid. I thought he was WWE. I apologise. He's AEW then. I stand corrected. Shahid Khan is AEW. He was looking to buy it though, wasn't he? I'm sure there was talks with him. He was going to buy WWE at one point. AJ, you watching the Real Madrid game? 2-2, intense game. Yes, Llorente has been added to the book. There's been lots of players booked in this one. Is it 5, 6 we're up to now? 5 or 6. Got a lot of cards in this game. Tony Khan. Apologies, Tony Khan. Where have I got Shahid Khan from? Is it Tony Khan? No, it is Shahid Khan. Shahid Khan is the owner of Fulham. Tony Khan is the son, right? I thought it was Shahid Khan. Yeah, Tony Khan is the son, right? AJ says you're talking... No, we're not talking about Sadiq Khan. We're talking about Shahid Khan and his son Tony, who are the owners of Fulham and a wrestling franchise. Will says, Key, what are you watching tomorrow? Tomorrow we're watching Castellon against Cultural Leonesa in the Spanish second division, whilst we do various challenges. I've got quizzes planned. I've got challenges planned. One of the challenges is you guys are going to help me pick our Premier League Dad team of the season, with a caveat being that you can only pick one player per team. So we're going to go through it while we're watching the game. It's going to be very difficult. I'm going to need your input. There's going to be lots of votes during the game, so I'm going to get your input on who we put in. So we'll ask for your nominations for each position, and then we'll put it to the vote. So that's what tomorrow's going to be. It's not just going to be about picking our team of the season. It's also going to be other things, quizzes, little stuff I've got going on whilst the game is on. But the game is on DAZN. Castellon against Cultural Leonesa. Both teams need a win for different reasons, but should be an interesting one. Daniel, what playoffs will you watch? Playoffs. I'm going to be watching Wales against Bosnia. And I'll obviously be doing the final as well. Whoever is in that, whether it's Wales, Italy, Wales, Northern Ireland. Hopefully it's Wales. I'd like to see Wales get there. Jaden. Oh, Clint Dempsey. Yeah, Clint Dempsey, of course, played for Fulham. Seems like it's a match made in heaven. There you go. We've got you a USA match. You're from near Jacksonville. Part of the Shahid Khan family. And, yeah, Clint Dempsey played for him. So there was another American who played for Fulham as well. Who was the other American? Brian McBride. Do you remember Brian McBride? He played for Fulham. He was a wonderful centre-forward. Brian McBride was brilliant. DC, you're not watching Ireland? Well, Ireland are on. When are Ireland on? When do Ireland play theirs? Czechia. Czechia v Ireland is... What date? March 26th. So, March 26th. Strike! Oh, it's 3-2. What a screamer that is. It's Vinny. It's 3-2. This game's been end-to-end. Honestly, Real Madrid have come from behind multiple times now to lead. And it's there. 3-2. 3-2. Absolutely sensational. What a goal that is. That is absolutely unbelievable stuff. Jaden, is the defence bad in this match or is the offence just that good? I can't tell. I would say it's probably a mix of... It's a mix of both. You know, Atletico Madrid have conceded 2 goals they should have probably done better with. But the quality of finishing, look at that from Vinicius. Steps inside and then wraps his foot round it. The goals from Molina, Vinicius and Lookman, I don't think you're saving. So there's been 5 goals. I think 3 have been unsavable. 2 of them maybe questionable. Yeah, so Wales play Bosnia, Czech Republic v Republic of Ireland at the same time. I don't know, you know. Czech Republic, Ireland, what do we think? Is that the better game to do? I'll let you guys vote. We'll put it to a vote tomorrow. We'll put it to a vote. I've not chosen yet. I was leaning towards Wales and Bosnia, but I'm happy to do Czech Republic v Ireland if that's what people choose. If that's what you want to watch, I'll happily watch it. Creed says it's fine. I don't support Liverpool. I just watch you to upset my dad, Key. Michael, you should watch Italy v Northern Ireland. Just kidding. Cheers, man. Creed says he doesn't suck. He just smells of poo. Cheers, man. Thanks. That's very nice of you, Creed. It's very, very nice. Yeah, I'll quite happily watch you, Evan. I don't mind. Michael Burr, I don't hate you. I like you a lot, mate. I don't hate you too. Jaden, you, that show, that Ted Lasso made me want to get into English football. I've never seen Ted Lasso. I've heard good things. And oh, what's the guy called who plays in it? What's his name? He's off We're the Millers. Oh, it's doing me head in. What's his name? What's his name? The guy who's the lead in Ted Lasso. I don't even want to look at the chat because it's on the tip of my tongue. Zach Galifianakis. Yeah, that's him. That's him. Absolute ringer for him. Yeah, Jason Sudeikis. That's the one. Jason Sudeikis or Sudeikis, whatever you want to call it. Creed says, I think he knows and we all know whenever Arsenal score. Cheers, man. Yeah, now the City v Liverpool game is interesting. It's not really. I still think City beat us. Liverpool have got bigger fish to fry. We need to qualify for the Champions League and focus on PSG. City, we'll get beat. We will get beat. Can Atletico Madrid turn this round though? 3-2. 3-2 to Madrid. 15 to go plus injury time. It's been a great game to watch. Some fabulous goals. Some really entertaining football. It's a great run. Oh, so unlucky. Trent getting forward there. There's been lots of changes since Mbappe came on, Trent came on, Bellingham and Camavinga came on. They've changed a fair bit around. Tim Ream and Emerson Hinman for Fulham as well. Yeah, Tim Ream I remember. I don't remember Emerson, but Tim Ream I do. Creed, I can't wait for the PSG game, can't lie. It'll be good fun. I still think we've got a chance against PSG. It's not going to be like a wash, a whitewash or whatever. Michael, I'm a City fan. Don't worry, mate. We've all got our issues. Oh, he's got to go. He's got to go. It's a red card. He's off. It's Valverde. It's the goal scorer. He's off. It's a red card for Real Madrid, and now with 12 minutes to go, I mean, this is exactly what we promised, isn't it? It's 5 goals, and a red card. It's just a clear red. He just kicks out. He lashes out at him. It's a straight red. I don't know why he's complaining. He literally kicks out. He's just kicked straight out of him. I don't know why he's complaining. Red card to Valverde. Álvaro Arbeloa is complaining to the fourth official. I'm sorry, it's clear. It's absolutely clear. It's a red card all day, every day. It's stupid. Absolute stupidity from the Real Madrid captain. And as good as he's been, you can't do that. I'm sorry. You can't do that. It would have been a foul, but it wouldn't have been a red card in 15, 20 years ago. But now, I'm sorry, you can't just full on. He's literally just swung his foot like he's kicking the ball, but kicked the player. He's got nothing on the ball. He's full on kicked the player and kicked his ankle. It's bad. It's a definite red card, that. Two meters from the referee as well, yeah. 2 meters from the ref. He can't complain, Valverde. He's got to go. The captain's armband has to come off. I wonder who he's going to give it to. Looking at the players on the pitch, I would imagine maybe... I mean, Carvajal's not there anymore. Maybe Tchouaméni? Maybe Vinny? Maybe Vinny? Michael, I hate Valverde after what he did to us. DC, was it a second yellow? No, it was a straight red. Straight red. Brogs, do you think Madrid will win? Do you know what? Up to this point, I thought they would, yeah. But then the red card has just thrown everything in doubt. There's now 12 minutes to go, plus injury time. Real Madrid down to 10. Atleti have been in the lead in this game. They have really, really... They've had a good go at Madrid. They've had a really good go at them. And you can't... It's been a great game of football. A fabulous game of football. But it's who gets the captaincy now. Madrid struggle defending a lead. Well, they're going to have to defend and defend very, very well now. Valverde sent straight down the tunnel. Creed, what's he done, Key? Was Atleti through on goal? No, it was one of them. It was a bit of a... It looked a bit of an innocuous one. But Alex Baena's just come on for Atletico Madrid, and he's got the ball. Valverde's running from behind him, and he just fully swipes, like he's fully gone like that with his left foot, and he's got nothing on the ball. He's just kicked the player. The only way I can imagine it is imagine the player's foot is the ball, and he's gone to fully blast the ball. That's what he's done. He's kicked the player's foot, got nothing on the ball. He's nowhere near the ball, and he was 2 yards from the ref. It just looks like he's ran up to the player and gone bush, almost like he's trying to get back at him. And for that reason, I think the ref's gone, yeah, that's violent conduct, you've got to go. So straight red. Straight red. And Valverde is off. And now 3-2 with a big last 10 at the Bernabéu. This has been everything we promised. Massive, massive game for both teams. Madrid desperately needing to hang on to this for the win. A point does nothing. A point does nothing for either team, if we're being dead honest. Atletico are 9 points behind Real. They're secured in Champions League football. Atleti can't really do much this season, bar look to overtake Real. If they were to win tonight, that changes everything. But I think they would love nothing more than to maybe put a dent in Real Madrid's hopes. Oh my God, off the post. Oh, what a strike that was from Alvarez. Alvarez has just hit the post from outside the area. He smashed it top corner, Lunin no chance, and it's just crashed off the post and back out. What an unbelievable effort from Alvarez. Anfield Vortex, how does he hope to stay on the pitch from what he's done right under the ref's eye? Absolutely bonkers. Crazy. Daniel, who do you want to win? I don't really mind. I guess I would prefer Atleti over Real. I would prefer Atleti to get a result tonight. But I don't mind. Creed says you're looking forward to facing North End in a few months. Still think North End are coming up? Don't think you like. No way North End are still getting in the playoffs, are you? You're miles off it now. I can't see Preston making the playoffs. Absolutely miles off it. Yeah, you're 11 points away, mate. You're 11 points. There's no way you're making the playoffs. Big last 10. Ball in. Cleared away. Vinny, unlucky. Real Madrid still trying to get that fourth, that killer goal, even with 10 men. Yeah, that was a foul. That was silly. That was silly again. Stupidity from Atleti. Just giving the ball away so cheaply. But what an effort that is from Alvarez. He is a difference maker, isn't he? Don't care what anyone says. He's a fabulous player. I'm not sure how much money it would cost to get him out of Atleti in the summer. What do we think? How much would it cost to get Alvarez out of there? How much do you think they'd accept? And which clubs do you think he would suit? Is there any in the Premier League do you think that would move heaven and earth for Julian Alvarez? That would need him? That would benefit from him? Trent. Oh, nearly an effort there from Trent at the near post. DC says, remember the Falcao Atletico team. Some players in that team. Yeah, Falcao, Aguero, Diego Costa, Torres before them. Obviously, they've always had good players, haven't they, Atleti? Good strikers. Daniel says 90 million to Arsenal. Caden O'Connor thinks Arsenal as well. Arsenal for Alvarez. I mean, you've got Havertz, you've got Jesus, you've got Gyökeres. Are you really going to move heaven and earth to get Alvarez? Havertz, Jesus and Gyökeres. You're not going to get Alvarez as well. You'd need to move at least two of those out. At least two. And which two are you getting shut of? Because I'm not sure Havertz, I'm not sure Mikel Arteta would ever get rid of Kai Havertz. He might get rid of Jesus, but I don't think he's getting rid of Kai Havertz. And I don't think you can have Gyökeres plus Alvarez as well. I honestly don't think either of them would... Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you can have Alvarez and Gyökeres together in the same team. I would be amazed. And you would have to find buyers for both Havertz and Jesus, and I'm not sure how ambitious Arsenal are prepared to be on that. You paid a lot of money for both. You paid up well over 100 million for both, didn't you? So yeah, and they're both on decent wages as well. So I can't see Arsenal accepting anything less than maybe 60, 70 million for the pair. And how are you going to get that? Bang on, lad says City winning the league as well. Arsenal starting to wobble. No, called it weeks. Called it weeks ago. You watch. Listen, the big issue is City being able to win 8 games in a row. Are they going to be able to do that? I don't think so. Julius says 85 million quid for Alvarez, you think? And Creed says pretty sure Courtois was at Atleti around the Falcao time as well. He was, yeah. He was. The Anfield Vortex says, as of March 2026, Alvarez's estimated value is at 90 million euros. It's about right. Yeah, I think you'd probably be looking at that for him now. But given the fact that Gyökeres went for 70, Ekitike went for 70, Isak's 120, 130, I think you're looking the wrong side of 100 million to get Alvarez. There's not many top strikers around in Europe, and because teams know that, Osimhen, Alvarez, they demand big money for him. I think Osimhen you might get for 80, 90. Alvarez you'd look at 110, 120. That's the sort of figure you're looking at. Now, Buish, alright bro, how's it going? Very good, mate. How is it for you? How are you doing? How's life? James says Alvarez apparently going to Barca. That'd be a great move for him. I think that'd be fantastic. If they could get him at Barca, Alvarez leading the line for Barca would be something else, wouldn't it? Yamal, Rafinha, Alvarez. Wow. Crazy. Well, we have 2 or 3 minutes of normal time plus added time to go. As it stands, Vinicius Jr.'s strike in the second half is going to give 10 men Real Madrid the win in the Madrid derby. Vinny Jr. just going off here now for Carreras. There's still time for Atleti to nick a late equaliser. But it's been a hell of a game, this. 5-goal thriller. We've had a red card. We've had lots of yellows as well. Lots of controversy. Atletico Madrid probably should have had a penalty in the first half. Simeone's having a complaint with the linesman as well. Not like him. Cholo Simeone. Not like him to be so vocal. Caden, if them three ran at me, I'd run the other way. And Daniel, he's not replacing Lewandowski. Lewandowski's like 36, 37 though, isn't he? He's getting on. He's not going to carry on forever. At some point, Lewandowski's going to be like, balls to it, I'm going to the MLS or I'm going to Saudi or, you know, he'll go and finish up wherever he wants to finish up. But 2 minutes or so left to go. Plus added time. But yeah, lots of very, very good football next week, by the way. We've got an international break now. There's no club football now until... When's the next Premier League fixtures? Is it the 11th? Yeah, the 10th and the 11th of April. The 10th and the 11th of April are the next Premier League fixtures. So we've got a good couple of weeks. It's been a long time. So we've got 1, 2... It's nearly 3 weeks, isn't it? Jesus Christ. It's like 3 weeks till the next Premier League fixtures. Oh, that's so grim. It's a long old international break, this one. And in that time, we have got lots of good games of football to watch together. The Championship is back on the 3rd of... Oh, it's the FA Cup, that's why. It's not... The 11th is the Premier League, but the FA Cup's before that, isn't it? Oh, I forgot, of course. The Premier League's like the 11th, but the FA Cup's the weekend before, isn't it? On the 3rd. Oh, of course. Yeah. Oh, well, hey, we'll be doing that, won't we? We'll be doing the Arsenal-Southampton. We'll be doing Liverpool-City. Chelsea-Port Vale. Who else is there? Leeds and West... No, Leeds and... Is it Leeds and West Ham or Leeds and Brentford? Leeds and West Ham, innit? They're Leeds and... Is it Leeds and West Ham or Leeds? Yeah, Leeds and West Ham. Leeds and West Ham, isn't it? Is it? Is it Leeds and West Ham? Who's in the FA Cup quarter-final? Someone remind me. Daniel says Lampard has been kicking off about playing on Friday when players come back on Thursday. Yeah, that's not ideal. That is not ideal, is it? But we've got lots of good footy anyway. Next week, the week where there is no football, apart from the international stuff, we're going to be doing the World Cup qualifiers. We're going to be doing the Women's Champions League, Barca against Real Madrid in the Women's Champions League quarter-final. So if you're a Real Madrid fan and you want to watch the Real Madrid women, if you're a Barca fan, you want to watch the Barca women, we're going to be doing those, a watch-along in that game, and we're going to be doing England-Uruguay, England-Japan, the two pre-World Cup friendlies, so we can get a look at that England squad and we can really get an idea of who Thomas Tuchel might pick. No Eze. Eze's had to withdraw from the England squad due to injury, so I don't know if he's going to replace him, if he's going to replace him with anyone else. Daniel, Coventry have been doing well since you stopped watching him. Right, well, we need to book in another time to watch him then. They play Derby, don't they, towards the end of the season? It's the 3rd or something like that. unlucky, Atleti, very nearly. There's 6 added minutes at the end of this one. 6 added minutes at the end of this game. Gary just got back from Wembley, not happy with the performance, but as I said, the league is the holy grail. Are you a little bit concerned, Gary, about the fact that it might have just planted a little seed of doubt in the mind of Mikel Arteta and those players that maybe we can't beat these, maybe they do have the edge on us, and psychologically it's going to be difficult for them to get over the line. Brogs, apparently Barnes is the Eze replacement. That'll be good. I like Harvey Barnes. That'd be good fun. Leeds and West Ham, that's the one. Yeah, Leeds and West Ham in the quarter-final. That'll be a good one to watch. So yeah, we'll be doing all the FA Cup games. Header! Oh! Oh, what a massive chance, far post for Sorloth. 3 minutes to go. Sorloth absolutely should have done that one then. He should have put that away. Very nearly 3-3. This has been a great derby, this. Madrid derby. Don't get too many better than this. 5-2 was the last time I watched one. And it was at the Wanda Metropolitano. Now it's 3-2 here at the Bernabéu. Madrid have won this one, it looks like. Atleti won the one at Atleti's ground. It's called something else now, isn't it? It's not the Wanda Metropolitano. Is it something like the Visit Riyadh Stadium or something like that? Daniel, Leeds and West Ham will just be a rotated team fixture. Do you think? Yeah, maybe it will, given the obviously the relegation issues. They might both rotate. I don't know though. They might just both sense an opportunity as well. West Ham, I firmly believe West Ham as a club don't believe that they should be down there, and they'll look at the FA Cup as like, let's go and try and right this wrong sort of thing. Daniel, do you think in the women El Clasico they'll kick lumps out of each other? Yeah, they might do. Let's give it a go. Danny, what channel you got this on, pal? It's on Premier Sports, mate. Premier Sports 1. So if you've got Virgin or if you've got a Fire Stick, either one of them, you can watch it. You just have to go to a Prime Video and then Premier Sports 1. There's only 90 seconds or so left in this. It should be over very, very soon. It's Real Madrid 3, Atletico Madrid 2. Last little chance saloon for Atleti. Far post again. Claim for a penalty. You're not getting a pen for that. You're not getting a penalty for that. I'm sorry. No. Sorloth's gone down in the area. A bit too light for me. The Riyadh. That's the one. The Riyadh Metropolitano. Atleti with a final chance. Strike. Miles over the bar. That's ridiculous. That's not good enough. I'm sorry. That's really poor. You can't be shooting from there. And Sorloth. Hang your head in shame. Sorloth far post. It was his own man. His own man got in his way there. But Sorloth's got to score with that header. FM no casuals. After 2 weeks of no football, they won't rotate. You then see that. Yeah, that's probably fair as well. I don't think they will. But listen, there's still about 90 seconds or so left. If you're new around here, let me just say this. If you're new around here, my name's Key. We watch football every single day on this channel. Even throughout the international break, we watch different leagues. We're watching La Liga tonight. We're going to be watching the Segunda Liga tomorrow. Castellon against Cultural Leonesa. We're doing the National League, York City against Gateshead on Tuesday. Wednesday night, we're doing Rochdale against Scunthorpe. Thursday, we'll be doing the World Cup qualifiers, whether it's Wales, Bosnia, or Ireland, Czechia. One of them two. And then we'll be doing different football over the weekend as well. But every single day we watch a game of football together. If you love football, then you're in the right place. We've got a fantastic community of people, fans around the world who just love watching football. If that's you, and you'll watch anybody who's playing. I'm a Liverpool fan, but I love watching football. So I watched Newcastle Sunderland earlier today. I'm watching Real Madrid Atleti tonight. We just love watching footy on this channel. That's what we've all got in common. So it doesn't matter who you support. If you love football, then you'll love this. Real Madrid win 3-2. Great night, to be fair. Very, very good football from both sides, it has to be said. I think that's probably the right result. I think it's probably the right result. Atleti didn't defend well enough. Molina with an absolute screamer to get them back level. But then Vinny with a screamer to put Real Madrid in front. Valverde kind of threw a bit of a spanner in the works during the game by getting himself sent off. It was a bit silly from him. But man of the match has gone to Vinicius Jr. and Real Madrid are now just 4 points behind Barcelona, and they still have to go to the Nou Camp in May. Just before the end of the season, they've still got to play Barcelona. Danny Ross, Oldham v Cambridge on Tuesday night. I'll be at the game. Oh, lovely. Daniel, what's your current consecutive watch-along streak? January the 2nd is the last day that I didn't watch a game of football. So however long ago that is, like 90 days, whatever, something like that. I haven't watched a game since. I've watched a game every day, at least one since then. 2nd of January was because we had a power cut, so I literally couldn't. I couldn't watch anything. We had nothing. So yeah, I've watched a game every day since then, and pretty much most of last season. I don't think I remember too many days last season where we dropped out. But yeah, we're on a streak of watching games every single day. We always find a game to watch. And tomorrow, it's Cultural Leonesa against Castellón in La Liga 2. Castellón are 7th. They are just outside the playoffs. They are just behind Burgos, chasing a playoff place to get up to La Liga. Castellón getting into La Liga would be phenomenal. And Cultural Leonesa are rock bottom. They are rock bottom of La Liga 2. They are probably the favourites to go down. But they are not that far away. They're only, 4, 5? Actually, no, they're 9 points. They're 9 points off Valladolid. Cultural Leonesa need to start picking up points. They need to start picking up wins. They haven't won since 7th of December. The last win Cultural Leonesa got was away at Eibar in the 7th of December. Since then, they've lost 7 out of their last 9. 7 defeats, 2 draws in their last 9 games. It could be a landslide. Castellón, you're fully expecting to win. But we'll watch it tomorrow and see. Let's see how they get on. Castellón are 7th, chasing a playoff place. They've lost their last 3. So it's literally 2 teams who couldn't be worse playing each other tomorrow night. And we'll be there for it. Creed, tempted to watch Chorley if they're playing through it. Maybe they're not. They're playing away. 23 days till the Blues play. For God's sake. Creed, not going to lie, but I do want either West Ham or Spurs to come down because either of those stadiums being in the Championship is crazy to me. Just rooting for Forest and Leeds to stay up. Gary says, Key, we haven't been playing well recently as we've discussed. Bad performances, good results. Hopefully Arteta will respond to this result. That's it. Creed says, I'll just watch Key at 5-a-side, actually. Honestly, it's getting creepy, mate. We've already discussed that it'll be a restraining order if you're not careful. Don't keep bringing Deepdale Duck to me 5-a-sides. Joe says, why are you so obsessed with Castellón for? Why do you hate Castellón? What have you got against Castellón? So bad. Lee 90, if you had a treadmill under the table, you'd be as fit as a fiddle while you watch, lad. Yeah. I don't. And I don't want one, to be honest, mate. Just standing here is hard enough. Standing for 9 hours in the same position, which is what I've done today. And all I've had to eat, I swear to God, is that pissing ambrosia porridge that I brought up earlier today. And you all saw me eating it, and it's still here. Fucking ambrosia porridge. Still, I need to get some to eat, and it's what time? 10 o'clock. I'll just have a piece of toast before bed or something. I'm knackered. Brogs, are you going to the United game in May? Am I? No, I'm not. I don't go to the games, mate. I never go to the games. Will not be going to the games again. Right. Thank you, everyone that's been watching today. Whether you've watched all the lives, whether you've only been watching tonight for the Madrid and Atletico game. It's been a great game. Lots of good footy today. Real Madrid winning tonight 3-2. Arsenal getting beat 2-0 in the cup final by City. That was a great watch as well. And then Sunderland. What about bloody Sunderland beating Newcastle last minute? Last minute, Sunderland. Brian Brobby sticking it away. Horrific defending from the Geordies. the Mags and the Mackhams have got the double. But listen, thank you, everyone. I really appreciate you. I honestly do. I really do appreciate everyone that watches, comments, likes, shares, subscribes, all that good stuff. I'll see you all tomorrow for another night of Watchalong football. Take it easy. Have a lovely Sunday night. Ta-da.